ang dugong gumuhit ng ating kasaysayan, ng ating pagkatao, ng ating lahi, ay ang dugo ng kabayanihan. Mula sa mga bakas na iniwan ng ating mga ninuno, ating ipinagpapatuloy ang kanilang nasimulan sa mga paraang hinihingi ng anumang panahon. Taglay ang ipinamanang kagitingan at inspirasyon. Dahil ang apoy na sumiklab ilang siglo na ang nakalilipas ay nabubuhay pa rin sa atin magpahanggang ngayon.
Good morning, everyone.
Our topic for today is all about
Cavite,
Mutiny 1872.
The objectives of this topic first is to understand the history about the Cavite Mutiny in 1872, identify the difference between the Filipino version and the Spanish version of mutiny, appreciate the moves of the Filipino towards freedom. Definition of terms. Secularization meant merely nationalizing the Catholic Church by replacing the friars with native secular priests. Garrote, a device that tightens an iron collar around the person's neck. Revolution, a period made by the regular succession of a measure of time or by succession of similar events. Martyred, a person who voluntarily suffers death as the penalty of witnessing to and refusing to renounce a religion.
One historical issue worth visiting Philippines history is the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. The increasingly interest given to historical events has triggered the call to unearth historical data. Documents which are of great value mainly because of their proximity to the time and place the event happened and credibility of the one telling the account. Mutiny, rebellion against authority. Mutiny comes from an old verb mutin, which means revolt.
There are two versions of Cavite Mutiny. First is the Filipino version by Trinidad Pardo de Tavera. A Filipino scholar and researcher wrote the Filipino version of the bloody incident in Cavite. Tavera blamed Governor Izquierdo's cold-blooded policies such as the abolition of privileges of the workers and native army members of the arsenal and the prohibition of the founding of School of Arts and Trades for the Filipinos, which the general believed as a cover-up for the organizations of a political club. On January 20, 1872, about 200 men comprised of soldiers, laborers of the arsenals, and residents of Cavite, headed by Sergeant Lamadrid, rose in arms and assassinated the commanding officers and the Spanish officers in sight. The incidents were expecting support from the bulk of the army. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. The news about the mutiny reached authorities in Manila, and Governor Izquierdo immediately ordered that reinforcement of Spanish troops in Cavite. After 2 days, the mutiny was officially subdued.
Jose Montero y Vidal, Spanish version of the Cavite Mutiny 1872. A prolific Spanish historian documented the event and highlighted it is an attempt of the Indios to overthrow the Spanish government in the Philippines. According to the accounts of the two, on 20 January 1872, the district of Sampaloc celebrated the Feast of Virgin of Loreto. Unfortunately, participants to the fest celebrated occasion with the usual fireworks display. Allegedly, this in Cavite mistook the fireworks as the sign of the 200-man contingent headed by Sergeant Lamadrid. Launched an attack targeting Spanish officers at site and seized the arsenal. When the news reached the iron-fisted Gov. Izquierdo, he readily ordered the reinforcement of the Spanish forces in the Cavite to quell the revolt. The revolution was easily crushed when the expected reinforcement from Manila didn't come ashore. Sergeant Lamadrid and others were killed in the skirmish, while the Gomborza were tried by a court-martial where the sentence to die by strangulation.
Rafael Izquierdo, Governor General during the 1872 Cavite Mutiny. Governor de la Torre was replaced by Governor Rafael Izquierdo, while under him new technologies such as the steamship and telegraph were introduced to the Philippines. He would be more famous, or rather infamous, for his iron fist type of government. He disliked the liberal reforms made by de la Torre and would work against them. He would argue for the increased censorship of the press, and more importantly, he removed the privileges that the Guardia Civil enjoyed. These changes were unpopular among Filipinos, especially among the Guardia Civil.
The Gomborza. Mariano Gomez de los Angeles was a well-known Roman Catholic priest during their time, part of the trio accused of mutiny by Spanish colonial authorities in the Philippines. In the 19th century, Gomez was the child of Alejandro Francisco Gomez and Martina Custodia. Gomez was designated as the head priest of Bacoor, Cavite on June 2, 1824. On February 17, 1872, was one of the priests executed, died to false accusations of treason and sedition, taking supposed active role in Cavite Mutiny. He was later on sentenced to death by garrote in a military court of Bagumbayan Field. Jose Apolonio Burgos y Garcia was born in Vigan, Ilocos Sur on February 9, 1837 and was baptized on 12 of the same month. His parents was Jose Burgos, a Spanish lieutenant in the Spanish militia of Ilocos, and Florencia Garcia, a native in Vigan.
Jacinto Zamora y del Rosario was born on August 14, 1835, Pandacan, Manila. His parents were Venancio Zamora and Hilario del Rosario. He prepared for priesthood in the Seminary of Manila. He had dreamed of becoming a priest at the young age. After being given ministerial, a priest authority, Zamora was able to establish parishes in Marikina, Pasig, and Batangas, and was assigned to also oversee Manila Cathedral on December 3, 1864. Dr. Jose Rizal. He dedicated his second novel, El Filibusterismo, to the martyred priests. In referring to them, he wrote in the book, "I have the right to dedicate to you as a victims of evil, which I undertake to combat." Dr. Jose Rizal will eventually meet the same fate as the three priests on December 30, 1896. He is executed by firing squad at Bagumbayan, the same place where Gomburza killed by the Spanish.
Insights. The goal of this topic is to remind everyone that there will be no 1896 revolution if there was no 1872 Cavite Mutiny, and also there are two versions of Cavite Mutiny, which is Filipino version and Spanish version.
Thank you, and I hope you've learned a lot about the history of Cavite Mutiny 1872.